Salsa.
Hello, I am DJ Shiftee, and welcome. I'm here at DubSpot in New York City, and I'm here because I've started my own DJ school here within DubSpot. I know most of you know me from my salsa dancing, touring the world to sold-out crowds, innovating in the field of dance, but I've turned a new chapter in my life. I've started a new DJ school called the Shiftee Salsa School of Scratch. Not to be confused with my dancing school, the Shiftee Salsa School of Salsa. Never again.
Salsa.
Today's lesson is mild. Spicy, but not too spicy. Our mild scratch today is forwards. A related concept, chops and stabs, we're going to get into that too because it's really the same sort of idea. But what we're going for with these forwards, chops, and stabs is we're sort of doing the scratching equivalent of hitting a pad on a sampler or hitting a cue point. The idea is if we're scratching a word or a phrase, let's say we're scratching the phrase what, then the way the scratch is going to sound is what, and if you get really funky, like what, like that. So, to start off, if we were to just play a sound normally, and we wanted to sort of get this sampler effect where it's just the phrase and we're repeating the phrase, and we tried to do that, what happens is you're going to hear the rewind part of the record. And how you do this scratch is you turn off the fader for the backward stroke of the record. So that if we want to hear, we eliminate the of the scratch. The way that we do this, and the way that we're going to focus on doing this, is with the crossfader, right here. And the way that the scratch starts is you'll start with the fader off. You'll find the very tip of the sound using a cue like a sticker, or if you're comfortable and familiar with your touch, you'll maybe get a little zigga in there to find where the very tip of the sound is. And the way it works is you turn on the fader, you release the sound, then you turn off the fader, and then you rewind. You bring the record back to your starting point. And you'll know you're back at your starting point by looking in at your sticker. So to break those steps down again, we have fader on, release, fader off, rewind. What you want to do is when you release the record, you don't want to kind of just pick your hand up and sort of like relax, and then when it's time to rewind, you go and you chase the record down and you try and bring it back. That'd be like trying to do a four-step salsa dance on a 4-bar measure, which is just crazy. I mean, come on, people would never again. So what you want to do is after you release the record, you want your record hand to sort of follow the record at the speed with which the record is going, so that when you stop the record and rewind, when you get back to the start of the sound, your record hand is in the proper position. So let's check it out a little bit faster. Funky.
Salsa.
You all should also know the chop and the stab because they're very similar to the forward scratch. And the only difference is instead of releasing the sound, you're going to push it forward to get a pitched forward stroke where you're still cutting off the reverse stroke. So what that sounds like and looks like is... So that would probably be classified as a chop. Chops and stabs are really very similar, and the difference is some might say that stabs are shorter. So a stab would be... And a chop, the difference would maybe be... So chops and stabs together we have...
Funky.
Funky.
Salsa.
Okay, so now you know forwards, chops, and stabs. So what you can do is you can combine these in your own ways to make your own patterns and oh, hold on a second. DJ Shiftee, dancing, never again. As I was saying, you can combine these in all sorts of cool ways, and then that's when you really get into the funky of the scratching. So let me show you how we do it at the Shiftee Salsa School of Scratch.
Funky. 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 Funky.
And there you have it, funky.
Salsa.
And that's our mild lesson for the day. Forwards, chops, and stabs. Just a taste of what's to come. Spicy, but not too hot.